I'm cooking, Danny and I, a keto-friendly, low-carb casserole. And this is a salsa verde chicken casserole. And, you know, y'all know that I'm a Southern cook, and we love our Southern food. You know, people think if you cook Southern food that you pretty much just fry it up or cover it with gravy, but that's not always true. Danny and I eat naturally. We don't eat a lot of processed food. But that being said, Danny and I are over 50 years old, and 60 is creeping up on us. And as you get older, you got to learn to eat like you're over 50, which means it's hard, especially in this area, not to get a little bit of weight put on. And that's just, you know, women go through menopause. There's just, your body changes so much, and I'm not making an excuse. Danny and I put in a lot of hours every week, but it's just carbs tend to really hang on to me and Danny. Cut down on our sugars and our carbs is really helping us both. So, what I do during the week is I've been cooking us low-carb suppers. Danny's been sticking to his low-carb breakfast and lunch, and so have I. And it's really helping us out. So when we come home, of course, first thing you want to do as a true Southerner, you want to fry up a big old pan of fried potatoes and make you a pan of biscuits and gravy. I mean, that's what we were raised on. And not that it's bad, because it's not. It's just that, especially getting to this age, you've got to really be careful of your carbs and sugars. So, what we've done is we've cut back on it during the week. Now, I'm still going to be cooking my Southern recipes and sharing them with you, so don't go, oh no, what is she doing to us? Because I'm still doing that. But in between those, I'm going to be sharing some low-carb recipes too. Because in moderation, I think it'll be all good for us. So, I do know that staying away from so much gluten has really helped Danny and I both in the way I feel, the way he's feeling, and gluten tends to bloat us quite a bit and just makes us not feel very good. Now, we've been eating gluten all of our life, but you know, sometimes as life goes on and life changes, you have to make a few changes with it. So, we're going to get on with this casserole, and it's going to be so good. The first thing that I'm doing is I'm frying some chicken, or sauteing some chicken breast up here. And you need about 2 cups. The recipe calls for shredded, and I like to chunk my chicken up. I've got a texture issue with anything shredded. I don't know, I just do. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook up some of this chicken. I'm even going to cook up some extra while I'm at it and bag it up and put it in the freezer for later use. So while this chicken's cooking, I've got 4 cups of cauliflower. You don't have to rice it. It don't have to be rice cauliflower. I've just got it cut up. Some of it's a little bit bigger, and some of it's tiny. It really don't matter. You just don't want it in big old hunks. But what I've done is I put it in this glass bowl, microwavable bowl, and I put about a ½ cup of water in here. And that's all I'm going to put in there. And I'm going to put some plastic over the top, and I'm going to put it in the microwave. Now, you can steam it. I'm just trying to hurry this along just a little bit. I don't ever use my microwave very much at all. I don't use it to cook in, but tonight I'm going to be using it to soften my vegetables up. So I'm going to be putting them in there for about 12 minutes until they're tender. and then we'll take them out and we'll go from there. This is going to be a really good recipe. It has cream cheese, it has salsa verde, and your cauliflower, your chicken, cheese, and it's just really going to be good. So y'all stick around. Okay, my cauliflower cooked for 12 minutes and it is fork tender. You don't want it mushy because you're going to be mixing it up and you're going to be putting it in the oven. But it's fork tender. I put me a little bit of roasted garlic, a little bit of salt and pepper, because I like to season everything. I season my chicken with some garlic and cumin, salt and pepper. I don't like having any kind of bland taste to it. I just like my spices. So now all we gotta do is take 4 ounces of cream cheese. We're gonna plop it right on top. We're gonna stick it back in the microwave, and I'm gonna cook it at 30-second intervals till the cream cheese melts. See if this is melted enough yet. Where I can stir it up. I think it needs just a little more, probably about 45 seconds. Now I've got my other ingredients out. You're going to need a half a cup of salsa verde. And this is besides homemade, this is my favorite. H-E-R-D-E-Z. I'm not sure how you pronounce that because I know I'll do it wrong, but it's mild. I can't handle the hot stuff, so that's my favorite. But a half a cup of salsa verde. You're going to need 1/4 of a cup of sour cream. And I'm just going to eyeball that. So between your cream cheese, your sour cream, we know it's going to be good. And that's one thing about your low-carb keto recipes. They use a lot of cream, a lot of heavy cream, a lot of cream cheese and sour cream. So how can you go wrong, really? So I'm just going to kind of stir this around. Get all that cream cheese mixed up with that cauliflower. And I'm going to put 1/4 a cup of sour cream. And I'm going to put a half a cup of salsa verde. I'm going to get this stirred up. And it's already smelling so good. Because y'all know how much I love Tex-Mex and Mexican food and just anything that has to do with chilies and salsa verde, and I just love it. So that came together pretty good. So now all we need is our chicken. Whoops, sorry about that, y'all. And we need about 2 cups. And you can see that I have mine pretty chunked up. Because Mr. Brown, and I'm the same way. I like big chunks of meat. I don't want nothing shredded up. I just don't like the texture. So you do it how y'all want to. Now, you could even put some green chilies in here if you got a little can of that. Now I think I'm going to put just a little more chicken in it. I've got to be careful though. I won't put too much. And there's enough here for supper tonight and Mr. Brown to take to his lunch tomorrow, which is always a good thing. So, I'm going to put just a little bit of black pepper. I'm not going to put any more salt in it. And I'm going to turn off my little stove here. Take my chicken off. I still have chicken cooking. And I've got, the recipe calls for a cup of cheese, and I think there's just a little bit more than that right here, but I'm going to go ahead and use all of it. And I've got pepper jack and I've got cheddar. And I'm going to put most of it in with the cauliflower and the chicken. And you can see how that cauliflower is really breaking up. And then I'm going to put cheese on top. We're going to put it in a 350 oven for about 30 minutes. And then we're going to taste it. Now there are so many good keto recipes. So, and it's not that we're on a keto diet at all. We are more just trying to watch our carbs and our sugar is what we're trying to do. We don't like to say we're on a diet. So, I'm not even going to cover this. I'm going to put it in 350 oven. Better get it started. And when we come back, we'll taste it. Look how good and cheesy that looks. Mine was in there for 20 minutes. I said 30, but everything's good and done and all come together in 20 minutes. I didn't want to leave it in there another 10. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get me a little bit to taste, so I can tell y'all if it's any good or not. I mean, I already know it is, but we always have to do a taste test, right? Now, you could add some cilantro to this dish. You have to be careful about adding more cheese than what the recipe calls for. With your keto recipes, don't put no more cream cheese than it calls for, or sour cream. Because this dish right here in this recipe, for 1 cup you have 4 grams of carbs. So that's not too bad. So I'm going to take a bite and see how good it is. And it's really hot still. Now guys, I am going to be doing some low carb recipes, and it's going to be anywhere from breads to biscuits to pancakes to desserts and main dishes. But also in between, I'll still be doing my southern cooking. But for now, you know, me and Mr. Brown's just trying to be careful. And there's a lot of good recipes out there. So let's try it. That tastes so good. That salsa, I love salsa verde. So I can tell you, this really tastes good. And the texture of that cauliflower with that salsa verde, you almost think it's rice. Really. The chicken's tender. And I did use chicken breast. Yeah, this is really good. Y'all have to try this recipe. And you won't feel guilty eating it either. So like I said, don't give up on me. I'll still be doing my southern cooking. I'll just have to cook it and give it to somebody else for a while. So, if you want to be my neighbor and get some food, some southern food, no, really, I'll be going back and forth with it because there's a lot of people that are watching their carbs too, so it's a good thing. I do have one more video coming up for Jarred Up January. And I've had the best time doing this with all these great canners. We have come up with so many good recipes, so many out of the, you know, getting out of your box and canning up some wonderful things to put in your pantry Not just, you know, the same old basic things that we always put up, which is not bad, but, you know, sometimes you just got to, like I said, go outside that box and do something really that good, not just for having it as necessity, but sometimes just something so good that you know that it's something you'll come in from a long day's work and be able to open up a jar and, you know, whatever comes out of it's going to be great. So I've really enjoyed it. But I've got one more that'll be coming out on 23rd. And it's going to be, it's going to be blueberry barbecue sauce. And I know y'all thinking, what are you talking about, Lori? But it's going to be delicious. So y'all watch for that video. Me and Mr. Brown's going to eat our low-carb casserole. And feel good about it. Don't think that we're not missing our potatoes, because we are. But we can do that in moderation. Mr. Brown has lost some weight and he feels good, a lot better. So if you like this recipe, give me a thumbs up. And even if you're not on a low-carb diet, this stuff is delicious. So y'all try it. And y'all come back and see me, and we'll be back. I promise. God bless everybody.